Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my client who I believe this is a 3.5 week, nearly 4 week infill. Her nails look really good. So usually she takes them off and we just do a full set, but she's going on holiday and this inspo she came with was something that we was trying to do for a very long time, but we decided to just keep these as her holiday nails. And this whole video is quite long. I tried to edit as much out as I could, and forgive me for the angles again. I didn't realize my head's in the frame a lot. I still need to get better at angles, but this video shows literally start to finish me infilling nails, removing everything. And the set we're doing is advanced nail art, so we got airbrush, hand painted drawings, and I'm literally gonna talk you through what I'm doing in the videos, and I've added like a soundtrack in the back in case, so I'm not just talking the whole way through. So guys, enjoy. Removing her old design with my extra course drill bit I got from Amazon. This drill bit I literally love. I've had it so long and it's not really dulled out yet. So even the gems I'm removing with it because I couldn't seem to get them off at the beginning. So I thought let me just file them off. My drill is at like 22 RPMs, I believe. I usually go in on a high speed to remove the bulk. If you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend going in at 25 or 22 RPMs. I would recommend just not going over like 10 to 15 because you don't want to cut the person. And it's really sharp using an extra coarse drill bit. I do slow the drill down once I finish removing the design, and because the new design was a nude based design, I didn't need to debulk. There's a difference between doing an infill and a reconstruction, or like changing a whole new set. Like, for instance, say if she wanted, I don't know, the nails to be clear, like, you would have to remove the set and just start using with clear text. But where there's the new design was nude underneath, it was okay to just remove the old design and not have to like file off the actual acrylic too deep. I'm going in by pushing in her cuticles back. I love this cuticle pusher. That's from Shein actually. And you see me switching out my sanding to my sanding band to just, prep the natural nail. There's not much natural nail to prep because obviously the retention was great for this set. I'm so proud of her as well because she's usually quite rough on her hands. And yeah, I apologize for my head in and out of frame. I'm so sorry. I was so annoyed at this as well because I'm really trying to like prop my tripod up and get set up and stuff. And then when I look back at the footage, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I'm editing so much out that you guys can see. Here I've switched out to a cuticle bit from Amazon again. This is just making sure I can like cut her cuticles properly and not cut skin. So I'm quite thorough on this because this is key to retention and making sure your cuticles look nice and neat with your fresh set, and also that when you go in with the acrylic, place your last cuticle beads, it just makes it look seamless, when you seal in that cuticle area. So I don't really like any cuticles sticking out, poking out, and getting in the way of my application. And now I don't use cuticle nippers, I use curved cuticle scissors, as you can see. I prefer these because they're slightly curved, minimal cutting, and nippers blunt out really quickly, and I can't be bothered to order like them every so often, especially when I prefer using the handheld scissors. And my clients are at ease with this, so I mean, it's less, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but yeah. And I'm gonna just reshape. I typically don't reshape before I do the application because I'm gonna end up shaping it again. But I guess I was feeling to you today. I just didn't want to mess up the set at all. I want everything to look really, because the design, it was so like cute. I thought I have to like make sure that the base is cute, especially it being an infill. Like most nail techs, well, I'm a nail tech that I prefer to start fresh, like a fresh set. But I mean, like I said at the beginning, these were grown out perfectly. They weren't like, there wasn't any lifting, to be fair. So you'll see at the end the results. You would think it's a whole brand new set. You wouldn't even think it's like an infill. I'm using the other end of the cuticle pusher to just get any dead skin that's like stuck in the cuticles out. Yeah, I'm just going in again. See, I'm really thorough with this. I don't play with this part. I feel like the prep is the most important part. And you can see as I'm going in any bits that I've missed. And this just sets you up for great application. So here I am priming with my Mia Secret primer. I go in twice with this. I just thought I'll let you guys know because I only film one hand priming. So I've gone to fill in the back of her nails. I'm working in smaller beads than usual because at the beginning I did say the nails had grown up perfectly. There weren't much lifting and there isn't much to fill. So I'm literally trying to be careful, wiping around the cuticle area, making sure there's no like cute like stuff stuck in the cuticles, and there is no point cutting corners doing this whilst laying your acrylic down. It's not gonna hurt to go around the cuticles and make sure that nothing's dry in there, because if you're doing nails properly you'll know that when it's time to seal with the cuticle bit and the fine drill bit at the end, you're gonna find it hard getting all that. So you might as well just make sure your acrylic's not too runny and that you are not getting it all stuck up all in the cuticle area, because it's only gonna make your job harder at the end when it comes to sealing that cuticle. And I am, like I said, I'm working in smaller beads, so anywhere I basically feel I need to add, like I just added to the free edge there, I'm gonna add. And I have said in the video already that I prefer to do just fresh sets when it comes to like a whole new design and when doing nails, only because I mean you don't want bulky nails, like adding acrylic on top of an already basically full set already. So I'm working in really small beads, making sure I'm not making the nails too thick. And that way you'll see at the end that they literally look like I started from nail tips upwards. You wouldn't think this is an infill because I'm filling the nails in really, really carefully. And also, I just want to say that because I'm filling in a shorter, like smaller area, it does require more control, and I've opted for more. My technique for like maneuvering the acrylic is more like a patting motion. I'm not actually swiping as if this was like an XL or long nail length. I'm literally laying it down, setting it how I want it, patting it into motion. Then I'm like swiping, but literally by the tip of my brush. I'm not actually using the body of my brush. When I first started doing nails, I've been doing nails 3.5 years, going 4 years, and I did the opposite. Most people start out just doing like, for instance, this length of nails I'm doing right now is like medium. So most people will like do easy short sets, medium sets, just French tip sets. No, I wanted to do all the extra stuff. I wanted to learn every nail art at once. I remember fixating on trying to get 3D flowers perfect. Like, so I literally threw myself into the deep end and wanted to perfect like every design. So I'm pretty much used to doing long XL nails, and I find those way easier in terms of like doing the application still to this day. So it's shorter, medium lengths like this for me are still quite challenging, which is quite backwards for that. But I guess I just do things in opposite. So yeah, as you can see, look how I'm like patting the thumb. I'm out of frame. I'm really sorry about this. I'm so sorry. It's only like my second YouTube video, so hopefully I just get better. And I did cut out the parts of the video where my head's just totally in frame. You can't see anything. But yeah, I'm patting, I'm sweeping. And don't be scared to sweep, like using your brush and brush upwards too. You know, because like I said, I started out 3.5 years ago. When I was on YouTube, there weren't many videos explaining. There was nail videos like showing you how to do nails, but no one was actually like showing you different ways and motions you can like swipe your brush, I guess. So I felt like there was pressure to have the application on point, but no, as long as you're building the nails right and there's an apex, and your apex don't need to be really thick neither. And that's something I'm learning now too, especially with short nails. You don't have, as long as your prep and your products are right, your apex don't have to be really big, like, you know, really thick. So yeah, there's just like a few, I guess like a mini story time about how when I started nails, and I still have like struggle areas too. So yeah, I'm just priming the other hand now. Um I see some people priming and this is what I do when I'm starting a fresh set. I'll glue the tips on, then I'll do like a thin layer. So that's why I'm priming again when it's gotten to the second hand I'm doing, because obviously it's been a while since the primer's just been sitting there. So that's why I've reprimed. But usually I don't do that, because by now I would have, if this was a like fresh set, I would have glued the tips down, put a layer of clear, and I wouldn't need to go in and prime again because I've already like done clear layer. I swear by that method, doing a clear layer underneath your sets so that your clients don't get any lifting. Because if you think about it like this, when you do your makeup or something, you go and moisturize your face, then you prime. You're not gonna like moisturize your face and then I don't know 30 minutes later gonna go and put a load of makeup on. You're probably gonna moisturize again and put primer on, just so that that primer can activate, you know. So I see it's the same thing with nails. If I've primed a while ago, I'm gonna have to prime again so that the acrylic is activating with the primer instantly, type thing. I want to stop talking and just let you guys watch me feel this, and I'll probably like chime in here and there and show you what I'm doing, explain my reasons and whatnot. So yeah, guys, enjoy the video. Okay, here I am just filing with my 100 nail grip, and I'm preparing my airbrush machine because I know I'm going to be using it. That's how I clear out my airbrush machine. I should have done this already, but I didn't. Make sure you always clear it out after each use, because then it'll save you. I like press it against the paper towel and then I want to see it bubbling up through like the little, I don't know what the acetone goes in thing, just so I know I've cleared it out fully, and then I just spray on the paper towel the old color. And I was getting my stencils out because there was like stars on the design, so I actually forgot I had those stencils. And yeah, I'm just cleaning up the shape, getting ready to do the design, and I'll be back. So it's now time for me to seal the cuticles, and earlier in the video I did mention when doing the application that to clear around your cuticles. So when it gets to this part, you don't want any acrylic caught up in the cuticles. You don't want to foul anyone's skin. So this is me just going in with my hand file, then buffing. I file the free edge to thin out the tip, and I'm just going in with my buffer to make sure it's so smooth for nail art. You don't want to miss this step, especially if you're doing nail art. Maybe if you're just doing a one color, you may get away depending on your application without buffing, but just do it, buff out the nails, and it be smooth for your clients and for the nail art to not be looking bumpy. So yeah, I'm about to start. I'm prepared to get ready for doing nail art probably in a second, and I'll probably be back. And I'm just going in with some alcohol spray to clear off any dust. And here's the inspo pic of what she asked for, and the hand paintings and stuff. Again, I'm really sorry about me not framing properly, because this was quite detailed. The way, obviously this is detailed nail art, and I really wanted to get everything on camera, but I start with the edges when I do a French tip, so I may have to just walk you through what I'm doing. um French tips are kind of easy for me to do now, and like I said before, I struggled with the basics of nail art and all the hard designs I can do. So to me, I'm only just now perfecting my French tip, like simple designs, you know. Um, so yeah, and because I've got black on my brush right now. I will just continue to do the fingers that are black. I don't switch like my colors by finger. I just do what's on my brush I do first. Before, when I was new to nails, I did things in an order which didn't make sense time wise. So yeah, I've went to the thumb because every other finger is different color, and I'm just mixing out the beige because that color I really wanted it to look like what she asked for. And if you don't have a color or your color's too dark, just add white and you're good to go. You don't need loads of gel polishes. As long as you have like the primary colors and black, white, you can make colors, you know. You don't have to buy every color. Um, so yeah. And also another thing I used to do is I used to like dry one nail at a time instead of just like doing the whole hand then drying it, because I used to be scared that the person's gonna like smudge it and then I'm gonna have to go in again and do it again. But you can just politely tell your client to not move, you know. So yeah, I'm just going in, making sure the tips are looking like clean and neat. And then I realized in my head, I'm going in with my airbrush machine on some of the nails, so, and nail art, so you won't really see it much, but it's always good to be a perfectionist. And yeah, I'm cleaning up the sides of my brush. I always keep a small like 3D brush beside me and a little jar of acetone so that it's easy for me to clear up stuff. This finger was one of the most detailed fingers. It's kind of like a Joker's face, or what, I don't know what to call it. Um, and I've got my other phone there where I just have open so I can just keep looking at the detailing with nail art. Small details really do go a long way with this kind of nail art. It's like one black line or one black dot, not accurate like the photo, will throw you off and make a difference. So just make sure you're attentive when you're drawing. Um, I think I edited out the part where I stuck on the stencils. I did those first because obviously with this kind of nail art, it's about layering the design. So you're gonna airbrush first what you need to airbrush, and then you're gonna go in and draw the little stars and the little dots and whatnot, and the little tribal design or whatever you call it on top. So yeah, airbrushing to me has just got easier. I know I've done nails for nearly 4 years now, but airbrush designs have kind of been like a new thing, like the whole Y2K aesthetics thing that's going on right now. And there's so much you can do with airbrush. You can do ombre. I feel like airbrush has phased out doing acrylic ombres because you can literally just airbrush your ombre on, So and that's one of the reasons why I love doing nails, because you kind of have to be adaptable. You cannot really stay in your comfort zone, because there is going to be clients that come to you and ask if you can do something, and if you can't, I mean, hopefully nail techs are saying you can't do a design, and it's instead of accepting the client. But yeah, if you can't do a nail design, there's no point saying you can do it. So even for me, I'm not a beginner, but I'm a beginner with certain nail designs. And okay, so like I was saying about the layering of designs, I've already spray painted the star on, and I'm going ahead and doing these little hand painted like kind of stars. And the reason for that is because you don't want to forget to do your airbrush design first, and when you do it after, you're spraying over the hand paintings. You don't really want to do that. So nail art is kind of logical, but not. And yeah, my I'm going in with using a brush and a dotting tool. So I'm just finishing up. I always do the outlines at the end, just so it looks more cleaner. Before, I used to like outline what I'm drawing first, then fill it in, but that doesn't really work well because it's hard to like not go outside of the outline. So it's best to just outline at the end. I'm just cleaning up any excess polish that's sprayed onto the nude part from my airbrush machine. And this is another reason why this is my brush. This is my favorite 3D brush for cleanup. Like, I don't use it for 3D nail art anymore, by the way, because yeah. This is what I was calling the little tribal design things. I don't actually know what they're called, but fine lines and things like this are my favorite. Well, they're really easy for me to draw, actually. It's not my favorite, but it's like very easy. It's like not even nail art to me. Here I decided to like top coat the hand I'm finished with so that she can just be free to do whatever she's doing on her phone or whatnot. And I don't like lint or any hairs getting stuck to the nail like while I'm doing the other hand, so I just rather top coat, get out the way. This finger looks crazy when I'm drawing the dice, but again, my head was in the way and I'm super close to the nails, and just to get everything right, and I need to be more mindful that I'm recording, because as the appointment goes, I guess we're chatting away and I'm forgetting I'm recording, and I'm so annoyed that you guys didn't get to see the detail how I drew the dice properly without my head in the way. But yeah, this is the hand I'm just finishing up on, drawing the odd little stars and the like lines on the side in on the nails. I was making sure I didn't forget anything, and I kind of did forget to like on the other hand draw like it was like a number 8 and like a snooker ball type thing. I remember using my dotting tool to do the ball symbol thing, like you know, like when you play pool, like the balls on it, but I completely forgot to add this number 8. I only realized at the end of the nails. I didn't get it on camera because I stopped recording thinking I finished. But then all I did is just quickly drew it with my brush, and then I re-top coated the nails. So yeah, no big deal. And yeah, here is me actually going and drawing, like outlining the dice. And this is what I mean by doing the body of the dice first, then outlining. I thought I'll show you how I clean up my airbrush machine to avoid doing it before your next client. So yeah, I just put acetone in, spray it on a paper towel, get all the color out. I pour out the rest of it, then I spray what else is left in the like nozzle bit, and I press against the paper towel just to see it like bubble up so that I know no gel polish is trapped inside. And until it's clear, basically I just keep doing that and repeating it, so in case another client requests airbrush, my machine's all ready to go, not like in the beginning of the video you saw me like clearing it out while she was there. I also clear up my little, I forgot what this is called, and my dabbing dish. It's all like gooey from the monomer. This is part of how I clear up for getting ready for my next client or the next day ahead. It just makes you feel fresher and cleaner when you're sitting down to do nails. I thought I would just leave this clip in here. I was gonna take it out and have like a separate video or make a reel for Insta or something, but I guess these are the small tips that help you stay organized being a nail tech. So I thought I'll just keep it in there. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this long video. I will try to do better for angles, and here is the finished look.